Hello students, good evening to everyone. This is M. Bujjababu working as a chemistry lecturer in Vignan Cooperative Junior College, Vadlamudi. So in previous video, we discussed the chapter of group 17 elements from intermediate second year. So after the completion of the group 17 elements, it is a new topic to you, that is group 18 elements. So in previous classes, we discussed about group 17 elements. So what are the elements present in that group 17 are halogens, their atomic properties, physical properties, and chemical properties, and some of the important compounds which are related to group 17 elements we are discussed already, that is HCl and oxo acids of chlorine, and finally the structures of the oxo acids of chlorine. So all these contents are discussed in our last video, but in this video the new topic is group 18 elements. So in this group 18 element also we are going to discuss about what are the elements present in group 18 and what are their characteristics, what are their physical properties, and what are their chemical properties. So remaining concepts are we are discussed in the chapter. So once we look at the contents which are present in this video, the contents present in this video are: first one, introduction of group 18 elements. So group 18 elements are you known very well. What are that? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, and xenon. So next one, occurrence of group 18 elements. So what are the major source of occurrence of group 18 elements? So another name for group 18 elements are rare gases, aerogens for their availability. And third one, electronic configuration of group 18 elements. So in every group we are discussed about the electronic configuration of group 15 or 16 or 17. At the same manner here also we are going to write electron configuration of the elements which are present in 18 group. And finally, atomic properties of group 18 elements. So what are the atomic properties of group 18 elements? Means some atomic radii. So what are the ionization enthalpy values? What are electro gain enthalpy values of group 18 elements we are discussed in this video. Introduction about the group 18 elements. So first of all, what are the elements which are present in this group 18 are that are helium, comma, neon, comma, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. So these are the elements which are present in group 18 that are known as helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. So first of all, these elements are called as inert gases. These elements are called as inert gases. Inert gases. Why the group 18 elements are called as inert gases? That means due to their stable electronic configuration. So these elements are belongs to 18th group. That's why the elements which are belongs to a particular group, they are having group number is equal to number of valency electrons. So at the similar manner here, the elements which are present in group 18 that contain 8 valency electrons in their valency shell or outermost orbital, they have the configuration like this ns2 np6. That means 8 electrons contained in their valence shell. This is a stable electronic configuration. Stable electronic configuration. That's why group 18 elements are not react with any other elements at normal conditions. Even though normal conditions, these group 18 elements are not ready to react with other elements. That's why they are called as inert gases. So another name for this group 18 elements are noble gases. Noble gases. Noble gases. Why the group 18 elements are called as noble gases? That's why in very particular conditions they have less chemical reactivity. They have less chemical reactivity. So basing on this point, these 18 group elements are also called as noble gases to their less chemical reactivity. So another important thing is these 18th group elements are also called as rare gases. Also called as rare gases. Why the group 18 elements called as rare gases? What is the meaning? So rare gases means these group 18 elements are present in earth or around the earth. In the earth or around the earth, they are present in very least amount. Very least amount. That's why these group 18 elements are also called as rare gases. So the availability of group 18 elements in the earth or around the earth are very least amount. That's why these group 18 elements are also called as rare gases. And finally, these group 18 elements also called as, so there are another name for group 18 elements that is known as aerogens. Aerogens. So why these elements called as aerogens? That means they are present in air very least amount. They are present in air approximately 1% by volume. That's why these group 18 elements are present in air. That's why these also called as aerogens. So these are all the different names for the group 18. First one inert gases, second one noble gases, and third one rare gases, and finally aerogens. So especially in case of group 18 elements, so these are all gases: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. These are all present in gaseous state. So among these elements, except radon, especially radon is a radioactive nature. Radon presenting in the radioactive element, remaining all presenting in the gaseous state. So this is the introduction part about the group 18. And next one, occurrence of the group 18 elements. So what is the occurrence of the group 18 elements? Mainly these group 18 elements are presenting in the air and natural gas and some radioactive minerals. So come to the first point, these group 18 elements are present in air. Present in air. That's why these elements are called as aerogens. So the group 18 elements are present very least proportion in air. That's why they called as aerogens. We already discussed about that. So approximately these zero group elements or noble gases or inert gases or rare gases are present approximately 1% by volume in air. By 1% volume in air. So noble gases present approximately 1% by volume in air. So in these, argon is the major source of the element. Argon is the major component, major element present in air. So argon is the major element present in the air. So remaining elements that are helium, neon, krypton, xenon that are present in very trace quantity. Very trace quantity. That means very less quantity. What are that? Helium, neon, krypton, and xenon. So except radon. Radon is a radioactive element. So this is the first source of the group 18 elements. And next one, natural gas. And next one, natural gas. So natural gas is the major source of helium. Major source of helium. So the noble gas helium is mainly presenting in the natural gas up to 2 to 7%. 2 to 7% of helium present in the natural gas. At the trace quantities also present here, that are carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and hydrogen sulfide. So this is about the nature gas. So in natural gas, helium presenting 2 to 7%. So along with the helium, the small proportion of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and hydrogen sulfide also present. Okay. This is the second priority of the occurrence of the noble gas. And finally, from radioactive minerals. From radioactive minerals. From radioactive metals. So mainly helium and neon. The noble gases helium and neon, which are mainly obtained from the radioactive species like pitchblende, and monazite and elevite and elevite. So the noble gases helium, neon are obtained from the radioactive minerals like pitchblende, monazite and elevite. Especially the radioactive elements, what are that? Xenon and radon are very rare. Xenon and radon are very rare gases. Are very rare gases. But especially radon is obtained by the decay of radium. Radon is obtained by the decay of radium like this. Radium atomic number 88, mass 226, gives rise to radon plus helium. So this atomic number 86, 220, 222, here 2, mass 4. So the noble gas radon is obtained the decay of radium. So radon is obtained from decay of radium. So this is the availability of radium. Availability of radon from radium. So here mass 88, 86 plus 288, atomic number, mass number 226, 222 plus 4. So this is the occurrence of the noble gases. So mainly noble gases are very rare gases. They are very available in very least proportion in air or natural gas or from radioactive sources. And next one, electron configuration of group 18 elements. So first of all, name of the element, their atomic number, and electronic configuration. So what are the elements present in this 18th group are that are nothing but noble gases: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. So what are their atomic numbers? Helium 2, 10, 18, 36, 54 and again 86. If you know the first atomic number of this first element of this group, next we are added to 88, 18, 32. Then we have to find the atomic numbers of next element. For example, helium atomic number 2, we are added 8, 8 plus 2, 10. Next added to 8, 8 plus 8, 10 plus 8, 18. Next added 18, 18 plus 18, 36. 36 plus 18, 54. 54 plus 32, 86. So write down the electronic configuration. Helium atomic number 2, it contains 2 electrons. What is the configuration? 1s2. So in case of neon, you can write like this: helium 2s2, 2p6. Helium 2s2, 2p6. So helium atomic number 2 plus here 2s2 plus 2p6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10 electrons. Next come to the argon, neon neon 3s2 3p6. Come to the krypton, argon 3d10 4s2 4p6. In case of xenon, krypton 4d10 5s2 5p6. In case of radon, xenon 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p6. So once we observe the configuration, valency configuration, except helium, neon to radon, they contain configuration 2s2 2p6, 3s2 3p6, 4s2 4p6, 5s2 5p6, 6s2 6p6. Therefore, the general electron configuration is like this: ns2 np6. They contain 8 electrons in their outermost orbital. Therefore, they having stable electronic configuration. That's why group 18 elements are except helium. Helium contain doublet configuration because helium atomic number 2, it contain only 2 electrons. Except helium, from neon to radon, they have general electron configuration like this: ns2 np6. That means they contain 8 electrons in their outermost orbital. You know very well in first year intermediate chemical bond chapter, either an atom or element which an atom is participating any chemical reaction able to make a strong bond with each other by sharing of electrons or transferring of electrons. So finally their assumption is they get stable electron configuration, that is octet configuration. When the atoms get octet configuration, that are more stable. That's why here also noble gases except helium, remaining all elements are having stable electron configuration, that is octet configuration. Due to their greater stable electron configuration, they are chemically inert. They do not ready to react with other elements. So this is the electron configuration of noble gases. And next one, atomic properties of noble gases. So in every group we are studying about atomic properties of the elements which are in a particular group. Here also the atomic properties of noble gases. In that first one, first atomic property, that is atomic radii. So what are the atomic radii values in case of group 18 elements? So generally for every group, like 15 group or 16 group, 17 group, as well as in 18 group, from first element to last element, that means from here helium to radon, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. So from top to bottom of the group, atomic number will be increases. So therefore, if atomic number increases, automatically atomic size also increases. For example, helium 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, 86. So when from top to bottom of the group, how the atomic number increases, their atomic size also increases. For example, this is the nucleus and the distance between the nucleus and valence shell. So in case of neon, like this manner. In case of argon, like this manner. In case of krypton, in case of xenon, in case of radon. Okay. So this is the distance between the nucleus and valence shell or outermost orbital. When the top to bottom of the group, how the atomic number increases, therefore number of shells increases. It means when the number of shells increases means the distance between the nucleus and the outermost orbital is increases. So how the atomic number increases, at the same time atomic size also increases, therefore the atomic radii also increases. So therefore this is the first atomic property of noble gases, that is nothing but atomic radii. So what is the atomic radii of noble gases? So from top to bottom of the group, come to the helium and radon, atomic number increases as well as atomic size also increases, because increasing of inner shells, increasing of shells, therefore the distance between the nucleus and valence shell is more, therefore the atomic radii also increases. Atomic radii also increases from helium to radon. Atomic radii increases from helium to radon due to the increasing of atomic size. And point number 2, ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy are nothing but ionization potential. Ionization enthalpy or ionization potential. So what is the definition of ionization enthalpy or ionization potential? You know that very well. The amount of energy is required to release most loosely held electron from gaseous neutral atom. So the amount of energy required to release most loosely held electron from gaseous neutral atom. That energy is known as ionization enthalpy or ionization potential. As earlier I mentioned above, from helium to radon, atomic size increases. So especially the ionization potential value of these noble gases are very high or more in their respective periods. The noble gases which are present in their respective periods, in that particular periods, their ionization potentials are very more or very high. But in case of the 18th group, from helium to radon, atomic number increases, therefore their atomic size also increases. If the atomic size increases, means the distance between the nucleus and valence shell is more. So when the distance is more, generally these nucleus always try to attract the pulse towards the electron towards itself. So generally this is inner shells. Here also inner electrons are present. So this is a valence shell. The electron present in that valence shell is known as valence electron. So always nucleus attract the valence electrons towards itself. So therefore when the distance between the nucleus and valence shell is more, therefore their attraction is very less between the nucleus and valence electron. Therefore it is very easy to remove the electron from valence orbital. Therefore the amount of energy is required to release the valence electron is very less. Therefore if the atomic size increases, automatically ionization potential value decreases. Ionization potential values decreases. So this is the concept of ionization enthalpy or ionization potential. So what are the ionization enthalpy or ionization potential values of noble gases or 18th group elements, whatever it may be? So if the top to bottom of the group atomic size increases, if the atomic size increases, atomic size also increase. When the atomic size increase, the distance between the nucleus and valence shell increases. When the distance increase, the attraction between the nucleus and valence shell is very less. That's why we have to remove the electron very easily. Very least amount of energy is required to release that electron. Therefore if the atomic size increases, automatically the ionization potential values are decreases. The next atomic property for these noble gases is electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy value. What are the electron gain enthalpy values of group 18 elements? So do you know what is that electron gain enthalpy? So electron gain enthalpy means if an electron is added to the atom, how much amount of energy is released, that is known as the electron gain enthalpy. The amount of energy is released when one electron is added to an atom. If one electron is added to an atom, then how much amount of energy is released, that is equal to electron gain enthalpy. But in case of noble gases, there is no need to add off an electron because noble gases contain octet configuration, that is NH2 NP6. That means they contain 8 valency electrons in their outermost orbital. They are completely filled, they have stable electron configuration, but they are not ready to receive any extra electron because here s orbital is completely filled and p orbital is completely filled. This is a more stable electronic configuration for noble gases. But here in electron gain enthalpy, we are adding extra electron, but here there is no vacancy. But here, if an electron is added to the vacant orbital of noble gases with a higher energy, the orbital with a higher energy, if we are adding an extra electron, but high amount of energy is observed. High amount of energy is observed. So this is a very, very important point. So here you have to clearly know the difference between the electron gain enthalpy value of group 18 elements. So in electron gain enthalpy, we are adding extra electron, but in case of group 18 elements, they have stable electron configuration. That means they contain 8 valency electrons. Okay, here there is no need of adding an extra electron, but in case if you are adding an electron to the orbital with a higher energy, we are adding an extra electron, but at the particular condition, the high amount of energy is absorbed by the electron. Therefore, here high positive electron gain enthalpy values are observed. High electron gain enthalpy values, especially positive values. Generally, electron gain enthalpy values are in negative values, but in case of noble gases, here high positive electron gain enthalpy values are observed in case of halogens. Do you understand? So what is the difference? In the rest of the remaining groups, either 15 group, 16 group or 17 group, in electron gain enthalpy values are in negative values. But here, in the view of 18th group elements, when the electron is added to the orbital with a higher energy, some amount of energy is observed. That's why positive electron gain enthalpy values are observed. Due to the stable electron configuration, that is octet configuration. This is the due to the stable electron configuration of the 18th group elements. Therefore, finally, from top to bottom in the group, from helium to radon, these electron gain enthalpy values are very less positive values. Generally, group 18 elements have high positive electron gain enthalpy values but in case of this 18th group, from top to bottom of the group, that is helium to radon, if atomic size increases, therefore shielding effect also increases. Basing on this process, these electron gain enthalpy values are very less positive values, because increasing atomic size. So here clearly you have to recollect the one important point regarding to the 18th group elements. In the view of electron gain enthalpy, what is that? In the rest of the remaining groups, electron gain enthalpy values are in negative values, but in case of 18th group, the electron gain enthalpy values are positive values, because they have stable octet configuration, stable electron configuration. We are adding an extra electron, some amount of energy is absorbed. That's why the releasing energy will be not in negative value, in positive value. So this is the, they have high positive electron gain enthalpy values generally, but in case of this group from helium to radon, they have less positive. From helium to radon, they have less positive electron gain enthalpy values. So these are all some atomic properties of the group 18 elements. Group 18 elements. Okay, in this video I recollect what we learned still now. So about group 18 elements, that are noble gases or rare gases, that are inert gases or aerogens basing on their availability, that are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon, their introduction part and their occurrence. And next one, their general electron configuration, except helium remaining all having octet configuration, that is nothing but ns2np6, that is octet configuration. Finally, about some atomic properties, what are that? Atomic radii, ionization enthalpy and electron gain enthalpy. Okay, thank you very much.